Piyush, should I start?
Yes, sir. Please start, sir.
Good afternoon. I, Anwar Daud, the Chairman and Managing Director, welcome you to the 37th Annual General Meeting of Zim Laboratories Limited. Hope you are all safe and in good health. When I addressed you last year, I was hoping I would be able to meet many of you in person. The long tail of the second wave and a possibility of a third wave indeed calls for caution. With the vaccination drive gaining momentum, let us hope that full normalcy gets restored in this year. This meeting is being held through video conferencing in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and circular issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. The participation of the members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum. I have been informed that the requisite quorum for this meeting is present. I therefore call this meeting to order. The members may note that your company has taken all efforts under the current circumstances to enable members to participate through video conference and vote at the AGM. I thank all the members, colleagues on the board, auditors and management team for joining this meeting through video conference. Before we start the main proceedings of the meeting, I request the company secretary, Mr. Piyush Nikhade, to introduce the directors and officials of the meeting, along with the statutory auditors and secretarial auditor. I also request him to provide general instructions to the members regarding participation in this meeting and also about e-voting. Over to you, Piyush.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, dear members. I, Piyush Nikhade, the Company Secretary of Zim Laboratories Limited, welcome you to the 37th Annual General Meeting of your company. I would like to introduce the directors, officials, auditors who are joining this meeting through video conferencing. We'll start with Mrs. Kavita Loya, Independent Director and Chairperson of Audit Committee. Dr. Naresh Gaikwad, Independent Director and Chairperson of SRC Committee. Dr. Virendra Parashar, Independent Director and Chairperson of NRC Committee. Mr. Suprakash Chakravarti, Independent Director and Chairperson of CSR Committee. Mr. Padmakar Joshi, Independent Director. Mr. Zulfikar Kamal, Director Finance. Mr. Neeraj Dhadiwal, Director Business Development. Mr. Prakash Sapkal, Director Operations. And Mr. Shyam Mohan Patro, Chief Financial Officer of the company. The representatives of our statutory auditors, Walker Chandiok and Company, LLP, Mr. Nirav Zaveri, and Secretarial Auditor, Ms. Roshni Jethani, are also attending this meeting through video conferencing. The members may note that this annual general meeting is being held through video conferencing in accordance with the provisions of Companies Act 2013 and circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. The facility for joining this meeting through video conferencing is made available for members. The notice of AGM along with the annual report has been sent through email to the shareholders whose email addresses were registered with the company, RTA and the depository. The same was uploaded on the website of Stock Exchange as well. Further, the registers and other documents as required under Companies Act 2013 have been made available electronically for inspection by the members during this AGM. As the AGM is being held virtually, the facility for appointment of proxy is not available. I would like to inform that there are no qualifications or observations in the report submitted by statutory auditors and secretarial auditor. Members may note that company has provided the facility to cast votes electronically on all the resolutions set forth in the notice. The members who have not cast their vote through remote e-voting before the meeting and who are participating in this meeting can cast their votes during the meeting and 15 minutes post conclusion of the meeting through e-voting system provided by NSDL. Now I request the chairman to address the shareholder. Sir.
Thank you, Piyush. Dear members, today as we convene the 37th Annual General Meeting of the company, I warmly welcome each one of you. It is always a pleasure to connect and to host you. Your continuous trust and support has given us the confidence to push ourselves, past challenges and complexities, and create consistent value for you year after year. I would like to brief you about the performance of your company in the financial year 2021. It was quite challenging for all of us in many ways. The sudden changes in the direction and intensity shown by COVID-19 and its variants created vast upheaval in regular work and supply chains. Indeed, it is times like these which test the resilience and grit of a team and ultimately the collective character of an organization. I am proud to inform that the Zim team showed its mettle and came out with flying colors. We continued on our path of serving our patients and maintained an unbroken supply of all our committed orders in spite of challenging circumstances. The Indian pharmaceutical sector, as you know, is the largest provider of generic drugs globally. To take advantage of this growing importance, we are constantly putting effort in our R&D to develop innovative products and delivery solutions that enhance patient convenience and improve treatment adherence. This approach gives us a competitive edge, strengthening our fundamentals across our business and improving our overall performance. The overall financial performance of your company has sustained and witnessed significant progress this year through the strengthening of revenue and EBITDA margins, through increase in market penetration, while at the same time working on process and cost optimization. Your company witnessed a growth in revenue by over 10% to 303 crore rupees in the financial year 2021. The EBITDA for the financial year was 39 crore, which is a growth of 60% as compared to the corresponding previous year. The pre-tax profit of your company was 13.76 crore rupees. The CFO of the company, Mr. Shyam Mohan Patro, shall brief you about the financial performance in more detail following me. The growth strategy of your company focuses on developing differentiated generics medicines for enhancing patient convenience and treatment adherence by manufacturing and supplying finished and semi-finished formulations for far-emerging and developed markets, and developing new technology platforms using proprietary processes. During the last couple of years, your company has entered into various co-development, production, and supply contracts for multiple combination and dosage transformation differentiated generic products, and register and mark and with several national and international partners. It aims to develop differentiated generic products and register and market these products in the developed markets in partnership with leading marketing companies or as pre-formulation intermediaries in partnership with pharmaceutical major manufacturers in their local markets. Your company has created long-term growth potential by registering 686 products in 52 markets around the world. Zim Laboratories is built on a culture of integrity and innovation that is reflected not just in the products that are manufactured, but also in the people, the relationships, the strategies, and we will continue to focus on enhancing the productivity of our teams and build a robust product portfolio to meet ever-growing demands in the generic market. Having set the right strategic objectives along with the support of a strong leadership team, the company is on the path to deliver sustainable growth in the long term. I would like to thank all the stakeholders for the confidence that they have placed in their company to achieve its goal of making quality healthcare affordable and within the reach of millions of people. On behalf of the board, I would like to thank all the members for your continued support and also wish to thank, in particular, our government, the administration, suppliers, banks, other stakeholders, and most of all, the customers who helped and stood by us during these trying times. Over to you, Piyush.
Thank you, Dr. Daud, for insight on the overall business of during the last year,
Yeah.
financial performance of the company, witnessed significant strategic progress in the previous year, despite the challenges due to COVID-19. The revenue from the operation on the standalone basis grew by 10.6% to 303 crores from 274 crores. The EBITDA was 39 crores, a growth of 60% compared to previous year. The pre-tax profit was 13.76 crores before exceptional item. During the year, your company took numerous initiatives to mitigate the risks and challenges faced and could save 14% in finance cost, 4% in employee cost, and approximately 9% in other expenses. The revenue from pre-FI export formulation segment grew by 18% and 63% respectively in the year 2021. Due to the strategical shift in business mix, the export has increased to 75% of the revenue in 2021 from 40% in 14-15. To endure the company's focus on being an innovative drug delivery solution provider, the company spent around 15 crores in research and development on products and technologies. As apprised by Dr. Dawood, we believe that we have a strong foundation for consistent growth and profitability. The key priorities being safety of employees, material and machine for sustainable EBITDA with continued focus to extend our geographical footprint. I would like to thank all the stakeholders for the support in this trying time. Thank you.
Also, please continue, sir. Yeah.
As the notice is already circulated to all the members, I take the notice for the meeting as read. I will read out the resolutions as set forth in the notice. Item number 1, consideration and adoption of audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2021 and the reports of the Board of Directors and auditors thereon. Item number 2, reappointment of Mr. Neeraj Dhadiwal, retiring full-time director. Item number 3, ratification of remuneration of cost auditor for the financial year 21-22. Item number 4, approval for payment of remuneration to Mrs. Kavita Loya, independent director as per regulation 17(6) CA of the SEBI LODR regulations 2015. As the members are joining us today virtually, so as per the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, read with the relevant circular issued by MCA, the company has provided a facility to the members to raise queries and or express their views by registering themselves as speakers with the company. Accordingly, we have received a request from a member to register himself as a speaker. Now I would like to request the members to read their queries. The moderator is requested to unmute the speaker shareholder.
Okay, sir, I will unmute Yusuf. Sir, there are some technical issues. We are unable to unmute Yusuf.
You are unable to unmute him.
Yes, sir.
I think his questions have been forwarded
Yes, sir, we have already received
in
questions from
advance
him.
to in absence of being able to speak to the valued shareholder directly. And I will try to, as he is muted, but I will try to address his questions. And the questions he has asked are as follows. What was the last bonus declared by the company? So the company declared bonus in the financial year 2018. Effect of COVID-19. I have already covered this effect of COVID-19 in my address to the members on how we came out and how we faced the supply chain and working disruptions and came out of that with a proper strategy. And Shyam Padru also spoke about that. Then the total staff strength. At present, the company has over 500 employees. So there's no other speaker. I would request the company secretary to apprise the members about the e-voting and declaration of voting results.
Thank you, sir. Members may note that the e-voting on the NSDL platform will continue to be available for 15 minutes post conclusion of the meeting. Therefore, I request the members who have not cast their votes yet to do so. The Board of Directors have appointed Ms. Roshni Jithani, practicing company secretary, as the scrutinizer to supervise the e-voting process. Further, the results of voting will be declared and placed on the website of the company at the earliest. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the receipt of requisite number of votes. Before we conclude the meeting, I would like to propose vote of thanks. So I would take this opportunity to express our gratitude to all the members joining virtually for your cooperation. And I would also like to thank the government, customers, suppliers, our bankers, Bank of India, Shamrao Vittal, our financial institution, Tata Capital Limited, our auditors, advisors, and all other stakeholders for joining us today virtually. As all the business for the meeting been transacted, I would request the chairman to declare the meeting concluded. Sir.
Thank you, Piyush. Thank you. All the members for attending the meeting. I hereby declare the proceedings of the annual general meeting as concluded. Thanks to all. See you next year.